So one thing I wanted to do when I started this channel was to be able to post vlog updates, just to kind of talk about my progress, what I was working on, and just have a place to kind of talk about hockey. I thought it might be fun to look back on these however many years in the future. And, for people who are brand new to beer league, they're just getting started, I figured, maybe I can help them out, maybe make them feel a little less alone. It can be really scary when you start. You don't really know anybody. I mean, you totally suck and you feel like an idiot every time you get on the ice. I understand that because I still feel like an idiot every time I get on the ice. But I've got the time now, so I figured, hey, this is as good a time as any to make the first one. So if you saw the title, you'd probably agree that March sucked for, well, everybody. I mean, most of the rinks shut down. Things are kind of scary out there right now. But I feel like the month sucked a little bit extra for me. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that back in February, my toe got infected again, the same toe that had been infected 2 years prior that required surgery to clean up. Well, with the infection coming back, we went back to the doctor. He gave me some antibiotics. We tried those to varying levels of success. And finally, in March, we came to the conclusion that it was best to just cut it off. So I have the fun distinction of being an amputee now. It's not the whole toe, it's just the bit from the second knuckle up. So I still have 9 3/4 toes, which I guess gives me something interesting to talk about myself if I ever go back to college and need to introduce myself to a group of people. So as if that wasn't enough of a kick in the teeth, about a week later, I got blood results back from my pre-op physical, and it turns out that I have diabetes as well. Right. It's really just a really bad month. And that was a real kick in the teeth because one thing I've always said is every time I get on the ice, I'm not out there competing against other people. I'm competing to not get diabetes because it's hereditary in my family. My grandfather has it, my father has it, and my older brother has it. And he was diagnosed around the same age as me. So I had been working really hard to kind of fight that off. And while I had been losing a lot of weight, apparently it just wasn't enough. And the doctors now think that the toe infection and its kind of refusal to heal was kind of a complication from the diabetes. So maybe I've had this for a little bit longer than I thought. So I don't want this vlog to be all about doom and gloom. Some good things did happen in March. Because all the rinks are closed, a lot of hockey content creators are posting at-home workouts for absolutely free. They're showing a lot of stick handling drills you could do off the ice, which is amazing because it's been so hard to find those drills, and I've been slowly collecting them, and now there's just so many to look at, and I can't wait to get started on them as soon as the doc gives me the okay to get back to physical activity. In addition to that, I've changed my diet quite significantly since finding out my diagnosis with diabetes. I've gone super low carb and I've actually lost about 15 pounds just in March. So I'm really, really hoping that continues. And then when the rinks finally open up, I'm going to just be flying out there without all this extra poundage on me. So now what is the question? Well, as I said, I've changed my diet quite significantly. I'm on super low carbs. I'm doing less than 50 grams a day, trying to keep it to 20 or less a meal, which seems to be really effective. My sugars are starting to kind of drop, and my weight is just falling off, which is amazing. The next step is to start lowering the fats to get the saturated fats out of there. Right now, I'm kind of stuck with what I got in my pantry because of everything that's going on. I feel really wasteful just throwing out stuff that's high in saturated fat, like ground beef. Personally, I prefer ground chicken anyway, but right now that's really hard to get, so I'm just kind of eating what I can get and being happy with it. In addition to that, I want to increase my NEAT, which is an acronym that I forget. It's like non-exercise something. Basically, your day-to-day movement, getting up, walking around in between emails or, doing more chores, just things that get you up, moving around, burning some calories, even though you're not exactly exercising. And I think that will help go a long way towards getting my blood sugars under control and helping me lose weight, which I'm hoping translates into better on-ice performance. Once the doctor gives me the okay, I'm going to get back into exercising. I'm going to hit it super hard with both resistance training and cardio. I'm going to take my dog on extra long walks as soon as he comes home. Right now he's at the dog sitter because I couldn't really walk around for those couple weeks when I first came back home. I'm also going to continue with medication, both the medicine prescribed by the doctors and holistic options, things like apple cider vinegar and cinnamon. If you know any of these at-home things that are supposed to help control your blood sugar, drop a comment down below. I'd love to find out new things. I'm trying things, experimenting, seeing how they affect my blood sugars. So far, not a ton of results, but I'm still early in this process. I just got this blood sugar meter a couple days ago, so I'm still kind of learning the ins and outs of what affects me and how it affects me on a personal level. And the last thing is that I'm trying to reduce my stress, which in the world we live in right now is very hard to do, especially when you can't work out and your dog's not here and you can't rely on all your comfort foods that you would normally just go straight for. So I'm gonna try meditation. I know a lot of NHL players have said that affects their game and that helps them so much. So I'm thinking, maybe this could be another way to step up my on-ice performance. Maybe, maybe not. If it does, I'll definitely report back, let you guys know what I'm doing, how it's working for me, and all that good stuff. So what about my goals for 2020? If you follow me on Instagram, you know I have 3 goals right now. I want to get on the ice 75 times. I want to shoot 50,000 pucks off the ice, and I want to spend 6,000 minutes, which I believe is 100 hours, off ice doing some stick handling drills, practicing on my little practice pad setup I've got going. As of right now, I'm not planning on making these goals any easier or changing them yet, because back in January, I was able to get on the ice 11 times, so I figure I only need 5 to 6 months worth of ice time. So as long as the rinks open back up in July or August, I should be good to accomplish that goal. And as far as off-ice drills, well, I've definitely got the time, and now that all these content creators are pumping out all these stick handling drills, I'm real excited to get back into that, try new things, and I'm sure I'll be spending a lot of time in my little practice shed. So that said, what about this channel? Well, since all the rinks are closed, there's not going to be a lot of hockey highlights coming out of me, but I do have some ideas for other videos, ideas I've learned over the years from playing hockey, both as a kid and now as an adult, things that I've never really seen presented well, and even though I'm kind of an idiot and I'm not a certified personal trainer, I think there's a lot of things that I know that I can present to people that'll help new hockey players, and maybe even assist some beer leaguers like myself. Until then though, thanks for watching. I plan on doing one of these vlogs once a month just to kind of update on my progress because I think it'd be fun to look back on it. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button down below. I'll be posting new videos at least once a month, but probably a lot more often once hockey gets going. Thanks for watching.